Good morning. Okay, it was really cold last night. Actually, only got down to 37, but everything frosted over and was damp this morning, so I'll have to get everything dried out today at lunchtime. It's supposed to be warmer today. The winds are supposed to die down. Hopefully, we'll start seeing a little bit of a warming trend starting today. I was the only one here last night at Camp Glenwood, and it was a very quiet night. A little bit of wind, but nothing too whippy that kept me awake, so I think I slept good. And my heartburn is gone. Crossing my fingers that was just from, I think I know the combination of stuff I ate yesterday. So I just have to watch it. I know what sets me off, and I'm starting to get careless with that. So I have to be careful. I want to try to make probably about 20 miles today and just kind of make up a couple for yesterday, but also to get down in elevation and to strategically place myself closer to Agua Dulce in the next day. All right, guys, let's get going and get everything packed up here. It's getting colder as I'm sitting here. It's 35 now. So it's just after 6:30. I would have started earlier, but it's so cold. A little bit of a climb out of camp, but should be some downhill for about 6 miles. So that'll be nice. I am carrying a little bit more water than I probably need. Just because the water sources, the way they're spread out today, just want to be safe and not have to stress over that. I just want to get up into the sun. I see it up there. These deep valleys up in the mountains, they get so cold. And then that cold air just settles in the morning, so it gets even colder. So looking forward to a little solar charging. All right, I'm leaving. This is a pretty area. I know I complain about the cold, but the mountains are beautiful. I saw in the far out comments they're doing trail magic 8 o'clock tomorrow, right past the Mill Creek Fire Station. That would be 18 miles, but I don't want to camp there. I did one time, I didn't really like it. I was hoping to push on a couple miles past that. So that means no trail magic in the morning, but that would have been so nice to wake up and have a breakfast. So we'll see. If I, for some reason, don't make the miles I want to make today, I might still be around for that. But I'm hoping after the last couple of days doing shorter, harder miles, that today the trail's a little bit more friendly. There is a 4-mile climb in the middle of today. Once I get through that, it should be a little bit more cruisy. I have an issue with my shoes. At 400 miles, they are completely flat on the bottom. And I've got holes in the heels, which actually started at about 300 miles. And I still have a ways to go. I still have another 100 miles to get to Hikertown. Is this the pipe spring? I don't need it, so it doesn't matter. But mushy trail ahead. Let's find some rocks here. I don't know if I want to wait another 100 miles to get new shoes with the way they are now. So I'll have to give this some thought. This trail crosses Highway 2 so many times through this section. And I road walked 25 miles of this in 2023 because of the high snow year. But I was on the trail by now. But theoretically, you could go all the way to, I think it's 403 miles, reconnect with the PCT if you really needed to road walk for whatever reason. Oh, I'm in the sun again. It's nice. Cars come faster here. There's not many, but when they do, they come through like 80 miles an hour. Okay. So I just went into this rest area. So this is the 3 Points rest area I was thinking of. I thought we were gonna come through there. There was a lady there, just pulled in. She's like, what's your name? So I said, Condor. She goes, she started to say Teak. I said, oh, my YouTube's Tiki Bird. She goes, oh, I watch your channel. I watch it for years. So that was really cool. She's 82. She looks like she's 60. And she's out here to hike with her friends. Really, really nice to meet you, Pat. And that was really cool. So maybe I'll get a chance to meet up with you up the trail when you make your trip to the Sierra. So anyway, carrying on up this hill and on the other side of the highway now. I think that was the last highway crossing. It's always so cool to run into people that recognize me from the channel. It's just weird, but it's so cool that they want to follow my journey. I have to say though, this year it's like, so yeah, aren't you the one who's hiked like, 3-4 times? It starts to feel kind of awkward, like, yeah, still trying to do the PCT. But you know what? I just say, yeah, I've section hiked a lot. And if that's all it ever amounts to, then that's still pretty freaking cool. 2,500 plus miles. Not too shabby. This trail is so smooth and nice. I will take it while it lasts. So it's a nice cloudless sky. Still pretty chilly in the shade. And it is supposed to be warming up over the next several days. And next week we have a heat wave coming about the time when I'll be into the Mojave section of the aqueduct and all that. So, I gotta be careful what I wish for. There's not a lot of in-between temperatures, it seems, this year. So it's either hot or cold. I'm just a little over a mile from a break spot that I want to take like a little pack off break because it's right before that 4-mile climb up. And so I just kind of want to get nice and rested before that. And then at the top of that climb, I'm going to have to take like a yard sale lunge, which means all my stuff's going to be laid out because it got really damp last night. So I need to dry everything off. And while that's drying, I may take like a mini siesta for the first time on trail. We'll see. I got to find the right spot for all that. But just a little rundown. I don't know why these mountains just kick my butt. My body feels good otherwise. I'm just tired. That's all. That happens. And it was followed by a rough afternoon yesterday where I didn't feel that great. So totally makes sense. I'm just going to pamper myself a little today and take a siesta if I can. I'm not naive to think that every day out here is going to be picture perfect and I'm going to feel perfect every day. Like I've said before, you don't feel that way at home. And then out here, you're just day after day doing big miles and pushing your body to extremes. That's going to catch up with you a little bit. So, that's why I'm going to do that. Even though I'm doing 20 miles today, I'm going to make sure I stop. Take a nice long break in the middle there. Only seen one hiker this morning that passed me while I was still at camp. And then he said there was about 6 people camping behind him, like a mile behind me. So I'm assuming some people are going to be catching up to me soon. But yeah, it's kind of lonely out here right now. Nobody's around. Just tired today. I just feel tired, like I want a nap, to sleep in a bed. It's just that feeling. But, it's okay. That happens. And like I said, I'll try to find a place to siesta. I know that the terrain today, I'm going to have to be kind of selective with where I sit because I know there's a lot of ledge walking today to get to Mill Creek Fire Station. We'll get there. We always do. I'm thinking probably between 5 and 6, I should be at my 20-mile mark for the day if I choose to go that far, but still got a long ways to go. I'm only I think it's like 6.5 miles right now. But it feels like I've been on the trail a lot longer. Here's the family with the 7 kids and the 2 parents. That's cool. I caught up to them. So they said they're still going northbound since Mount Laguna. They've been continuing their trek. That's amazing because I've taken just a couple days off here and there. So I'm not sure if they're not taking days off or they're faster than me, which might be the case. We'll find out when they pass me up. I've run into them at when they were coming down Mount Laguna. the southbound way, and then at Warner Springs at the community center. So they're still trucking, still doing good. It's been an hour and I've gone a little over 2 miles, actually about 2.5 miles. I'm almost halfway up the climb. Taking a pack off break and yeah, just chilling. I've been listening to my podcast, so Mel Robbins, talking about how to have friendships as an adult, that it becomes difficult. Here's the reasons why and all that stuff. So it's been really distracting and interesting. I know I'm going to be heading into new land here soon, which is exciting because I can see that this trail is going to go up and over the saddle onto the other side of the mountain. I'm looking forward to new landscape today. But yeah, all right, I'm just gonna drink and have some snacks, try to keep the energy up. And I'm glad I make myself take this break because I think it'll be good for me on the second half. Before I go up and over the saddle, I wanted to show you, like, I've come from those mountains over there, through the valleys, around the hillsides. It's been a lot of climbing, a lot of descent, so it's been still trying on the legs, but I'm doing good. I'm really doing a slow pacing step, and it's really helping a lot. Or the rest pause step, whatever you want to call it. But listening to podcasts, doing the rest pause step is helping a lot. I remember this forest, and we're going to go up to the top and over the other side, and I'm going to find a nice flat spot to lay all my stuff out. This is gorgeous. Doing good. Woo! As I fall off the side here. Jeepers. A lot of loose dirt on the edges. So try not to be hard on myself today. Again, people pass me and I'm just kind of still lagging behind. And it's a group that I thought I might be able to hike with. And they don't go especially fast either. So I have to learn to be kind to myself. Like, I'm still able to do the miles. I just can't do them as fast as everyone. And it's a little frustrating because I want to hike with people sometimes, but it's really hard to find people I can pace with. It's just crazy. That may not be in the cards for me. I may have to just accept the fact that I'll be pretty much hiking this by myself. We'll see. I need to be patient. Probably should have stopped in the woods back there where there was more room. Now I'm on a little ledge here, just kind of sitting. I think I'm just going to take my lunch here. And the fire station's only about 6 miles ahead. It's all going to be this ledge walk. So it's going to be a lot of just focus, not tripping over rocks and all that stuff. And when I get to the fire station, then I'll lay everything out from there, fill up my water, and then continue on to where I want to camp for the night. Everything's going really good. Just tired, but feeling good. I'm not going to be able to take a siesta here, though. I'll just take a nice 20-minute lunch or so and continue on. Let's get to the fire station. And while I'm laying everything out there, I might be able to take like a quick snooze before I head on out for this evening to find a camp spot. All right, gonna get some food in me and then continue up the trail. I just left my lunch spot up there. Look at these views. Wow, that's so amazing. I'm 6.2 miles from the Mill Creek Fire Station, and so I imagine I'll get there about 3:30ish, and that'll give me enough time to lay everything out to dry and just take a really long break there. I took kind of a short lunch. It was maybe 25 minutes, but I can take a longer break at the fire station, and then yeah, I'll just continue on another probably anywhere from 2 to 4 miles. It's just going to depend where I can find a good camp spot. Turning out to be a fun afternoon. I've listened to like 3 podcasts and now some music and just enjoying myself. So it's the day's going kind of fast, I have to say. Sorry, it's like tons of lizards darting everywhere. Trying to get better about my recording. It just seems like I've been going through some areas where I haven't been wanting to record a whole lot. And it's just going to happen sometimes. But I'll try to make a better effort to be more creative with my footage. I think it's been pretty basic and haven't been putting a whole lot of creativity or thought into it. Hi. Oh, is that the female? You guys look vastly different. I just walked through this bee swarm there. I don't know if they have a nest there or they're just doing a swarm, but they didn't bother me. I just sort of kept walking just to get out of the area, but sometimes it's a gamble. All right, I just got here to the Mill Creek Fire Station. It's about 3:30. All right, well, that was nice. I probably spent about 50 minutes there or something like that. Maybe it was more like an hour. If it was, it went by very fast. But there was some friends there to talk to, plus there were bananas and a Sprite on the table that I had. And I filled up my water to 3.5 liters, which might be a little bit more than what I need, but I'd rather have a little bit more than what I need than run out to the next water source. So I'm going to dry camp tonight, and then I'm going to hit the water source a couple miles after camp in the mornings. The air is getting chilly once the sun goes behind the clouds. So I'm still up at elevation. It takes forever to get down past 5,000 feet. Still going to be camping around, I think it's like 5,500 feet. Maybe more than that. I have to look and see, but it's still going to make it chilly tonight, possibly windy. So we'll see where we end up. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just get up this mountain. All right, there's the fire station over there. And I'm heading up this 2-mile steep climb. Another climb for the day. I just want to get it over with, hit the 20-mile marker, find a good place to camp, and call it a good day. It's been a really good day today. A lot of climbing, but that's okay. I feel good as long as I'm not trying to go too fast. Just gonna put the music on, or maybe another podcast. Let's get up this climb. It's amazing to look behind me and see where I came down today. And we had to climb up the valley on the other side of that to get to where we went over it, and then in and out of these mountains to get down to the Mill Creek Fire Station. So that's so cool. I mean, that's a lot on the little legs. I think about like my tiny little legs carried me all the way here. That's pretty cool. And now I am climbing again, but it feels really good this afternoon. Just taking it slow. Soft sand's a little challenging, but it's okay. It actually feels kind of good right now. I'm just going slow, enjoying the music, and I think that Sprite and banana really picked me up. So with all my complaining the last couple of days with climbing and how tired I've been, I just thought I would report that this afternoon it's like a switch flipped or something, but I feel great. I have my second wind. My legs feel just incredible. Definitely have to say, using that rest pause step this morning saved me for this afternoon. So by going extra slow, letting people pass me, and just pacing it out, I have lots of energy this afternoon. I'm going to start looking, seeing where I want to camp. I had a spot in mind, but if I'm feeling good, I might press on like another mile or so just to get that much further ahead. And I have plenty of water, so I just need to see. But look, desert. Definitely on the other side. Still climbing, but we're getting close to the top here. Yay, I found the same camp spot I had 23 that I absolutely loved. I had like the most spectacular sunset, and there was a guy that was in a spot that I thought looked really good, so I'll see if that one's open first. And so I'm going off trail right now, and I know there's going to be other people that show up here. Quite a few people down at the fire station still. So let's go back here and see This is where I stayed. But there's a spot over there. There was a spot that this one guy had who was set up before me over here. This looks really cool. So that way, if more people show up, this one will be kind of more quiet, I guess. Huh. Yeah. Just making sure it's not a spot for like 2 or 3 people. No, that's a 1 person. Okay, well, this is it. There's little footprints in here. I don't know what they are. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. They look like little kitty cat prints. All right, this is it for the night. All right, it's 5:13, so it's still pretty early, but I did over 20 miles, so I think that's pretty good. I don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna probably do about the same mileage tomorrow, so these little black gnat things are annoying. So I'm gonna get set up. Let's cross our fingers for a really cool sunset tonight, and looking forward to relaxing a little bit. Changed my mind. It's a little slightly windy in that spot. I'm gonna go back to the spot I had in 23 because there's a little bit more trees blocking the wind. There's my setup for the night. No one else has come down here yet. There's 3 other spaces down here, and there's still a couple more up top here. Hopefully some people will show up, but super cute. And I think I have cell service. I haven't checked yet, but I'm pretty sure I do in this section. But home sweet home for the night. I'm gonna get set up. I'm at the campsite, winding down for the night. I think this is in cinematic mode. That's funny, I'm just gonna leave it. But I wanted to show you this cool deer pine cone that's low to the ground. There's a low branch. I've never seen that before, like seen one on the branch. It's pretty cool looking, so let's go take a look at it. I kind of like this in cinematic mode. But look at the size of this thing. And it's just dripping in this sap on the tips here. How beautiful. Let's look at the base of it, where it's attached. Can't really see in there, but that's so beautiful. I love the sugary, sappy stuff on it. Very cool. Well, there's a bunch of them on here, so I'm glad that's not right over my tent. But I've never seen one like that close before. Okay, I thought that was interesting. Well, it is the end of the day. It was a really good day today. I started out a little rough because I was just kind of tired and worn down, but as the day progressed, I got my second wind. Yeah, made it to 20.2 miles. So it's officially my first 20-mile day, although I've done a bunch of I think I did some 19s that were close to 20 miles. So, but still, finally got a 20-miler under my belt. But yeah, it's really warm in the tent. The sun is warm. So it's nice to have, starting to get a little bit of the desert side of the heat now, and hopefully it won't be too windy on the side. So I'm hoping for a nice night tonight, and it should be kind of mild according to the weather forecast that I just looked at. So lows around 50, which is pretty mild. Tomorrow I just looked at my notes, and I should be doing about 18.8 miles to get to a good campsite for the night, and then heading into Acton the following morning. So all right, well, I am making my dinner, gonna relax, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.